Hi guys, I hope you are well. 013 here. About almost a month ago, I guess, there has been a patch update on Tiny Combat Arena, which concentrated mostly on the changes to the controls and movement of the game, of the aircraft, and so respectively I had to adjust some of my settings as well, not a lot but just some. So I thought I'd just do a video update in regards to this latest patch. So you quickly click on the change log. It says the new features: throttle sensitivity, um, throttle shortcut, option to hold virtual joystick pitch, and some of the bug fixes regarding to the free can look and whatnot, and the mouse look, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so I obviously after the update, I adjusted my own changes regarding to the changes in the game, and the first thing I really noticed was the controls page that was well, it's a little more complex now. It's got more options. It's got more amenities that I can work with. But basically, that shouldn't be there. Basically. What I've done is I've pretty much kept everything the same as it was before the patch update. My movement mode is momentarily, which in other words, if I look around with my mouse, when I'm not looking anymore, it goes back. It centers back to the front view of the cockpit. My auto flaps in gear is disabled. The throttle shortcuts are, I think this should be, both. So in other words, by quickly double tapping either or throttle buttons instantly set the throttle to max or idle, and I will explain as to why I have this option in a second. But mouse joystick, the most important thing is it's disabled. I don't like to fly with a mouse. A mouse for me, it should remain as a viewing thing and a targeting and shooting thing, but not as a flying thing, and that's where I use my keyboard. As I explained in my previous video, I have set up this game so that I fly the plane, Harrier, as a first-person shooter's perspective. So using WSAD, using Q and E to adjust the climbing rate for the hovering, and X and C for yaw, and in other words using the rudder. But I don't fly with the mouse at all, and this is the idea of this video as well, was to help those out there who play this game but have no peripherals, have no joystick, or have no throttle or pedals. In other words, just have a keyboard and a mouse like myself, and be able to enjoy the game anyway. And that's what was the original intent of my video. So this is an update on that. So going into the customizing control bindings, not much has changed from the original, except most importantly, I have now throttle up and down as digital, and not with my mouse wheel anymore. And this was because it wasn't working well after the update. So as I mentioned before, I have the throttle shortcuts to both, because if I, for instance, find myself in a stall, I can double tap to and go to instant afterburner, or if I'm landing and just before I land, I can double tap on one and go to zero throttle. In other words, when I touch down, I do it with the right amount of speed. Everything else is pretty much the same. See, if you select, this is pretty much standard. I haven't changed, so I don't use this much anyway. Let's have a look. So the mouse 3 look, I have this on left alt, so if I move the mouse, nothing will happen until I press that, and I can look around freely. But as I mentioned before, the movement mode is momentarily, so if I let go of everything, it centers back to the center, into the view of the front cockpit. So that is probably the biggest change here. Everything else though is pretty much standard, except for maybe up and down. I have an insert as and delete. I'm not sure if that is the original, actually, I don't remember. Weapons is pretty much the same, except my mouse wheel up and my mouse wheel down is now what I used to drop chaff up and flares down. And I don't have the one that drops both of them because feel like I need it. And that's it. So these are the biggest changes as far as my customization is concerned. If anybody has this game and doesn't have any extra peripherals that they can use to fly it, then I would recommend this setup because I find it to be the most capable of most effective of flying the plane and playing the game. And that's it. That's all. So I hope the video was useful, and I wish you guys a wonderful weekend. Rest what's left of it, and see you soon. Take care. Bye.